This is Terry. I'll be the facilitator of this 10-minute social media for a job search workshop video. This workshop video will refer to the handouts titled LinkedIn Job Search Instructions. If you have not yet printed this handout, please click on the pause button in your video player and return to the Bradford Works social media blog for instructions to print this handout. After this workshop, you will know what social media is and how it can help with job search. Set up your own free LinkedIn social media account and add information to your LinkedIn to attract potential employers. You'll also join groups and network with desired employers and set up email job alerts using LinkedIn Advanced Job Search feature. You'll also manage your social media privacy. In other words, make sure your social media presence is employer friendly. At any time in this presentation, click on the pause button in your video player to stop the workshop. You may recognize some of the names of these common social media services. In recent months, LinkedIn and Twitter have become good social media services for connecting with employers. LinkedIn is a professional version of Facebook. Twitter is primarily a social media connecting people through text dialogue. All social media are built on the theory of 6% of separation. The principle of 6% of separation claims that everyone in the world is separated by only 6 people. This means that if you ask 6 people, they will likely know someone you know. For example, when on vacation, it is not uncommon to meet someone that has some connection to you. It could be that these new acquaintances live in the same town you live in, or has a relative or friend living in your area, or working in similar work. For job searching, this means that if you ask 6 people, they know someone working for a particular employer, you'll likely find someone who knows someone working for that employer. This happens since every person knows 250 people. If you ask someone if they know a specific employer, they may mention it, your interest to 250 acquaintances, and those 200 may mention it to another 250 acquaintances. After only 4% connection, you're probably connected with more than 3 billion people. Social media, such as LinkedIn, automates this process for you and helps you target its powerful networking principle to the employers that you most desire. So what is social media? You may be asking why social media has become so important to job search. Recent employers have reported that 75 to 85% will check LinkedIn and or Facebook as a reference tool when hiring new people. Some employers advise advertise jobs exclusively in LinkedIn. Also, about 40% of these employers base their hiring decisions on what they see in social media sites such as LinkedIn and Facebook. In order to set up a free LinkedIn account, you'll need to follow the instructions in the handout titled LinkedIn Job Search Instructions. You'll also need an email account from providers such as Hotmail or Gmail or Live. Any email will do. It will also be helpful to have your resume handy and a digital photo. Privacy concerns regarding your photo will be discussed later. Now you may want to pause this video and try setting up your new LinkedIn account following the instructions in the handout. Now that you have a LinkedIn account, you can add information to your profile that will draw the employer's attention to your most marketable attributes. It is important to be very focused on your profile information by targeting your most desirable type of work. To help target your information, it might be helpful to have an employer in mind or a recent job ad. Be sure to itemize your skills and provide results for your work experience. Employers do not only want to see what you did in the past employment, but also how your accomplishments help the employers. Think of a LinkedIn profile as a virtual resume that any employer can view on the internet. Not all the sections of the profile, the LinkedIn profile, are useful for job search. Use the handout titled LinkedIn Profile Setup Instructions to help you know the best sections to complete for job search. If you do not have the handout, pause this video and return to the BradfordWorks social media for job search blog to print the handout. Then, in your LinkedIn account, click on Profile and then click on Edit Profile. The screen should look similar to the handout. At this point, you can pause this video to complete your LinkedIn profile. Assuming that you've come back and joined us now, once you've got your profile set up, you can go ahead and join some groups. Groups are a great way to connect with desired employers and people networking with these employers. Think of LinkedIn groups as a water cooler area in a workplace. It's a common virtual area for people with common interests to share thoughts, news, ideas, questions. Some groups are open to the public, others are private for those that you have to request membership. To join a group, simply follow the instructions on the handout and click on the groups in your LinkedIn page. Here's an example of a group that I belong to. So once you are in a group section, you need to search for groups of interest. This is an example of Northern Lights that I joined. Northern Lights is one of the largest organizations delivering employment services across Canada. As a career counselor, this is a type of group that could be beneficial for me to monitor and contribute to. As seen in the sample screen, I contributed my thoughts about older job hunters using Facebook. Now, this employer is familiar with me and my knowledge in the employment service, knowledge in employment services. If I want to explore opportunities with this employer, they would already be familiar with me and my abilities. A tremendous advantage when you're doing job search. You may wish to pause this video now and take some time exploring groups. Another powerful job search feature in LinkedIn is the advanced search in the job screen. This feature will search many of the popular job boards for job postings related to your employment interests. You can save up to 10 job searches and request an email alert to be sent to you when a job posting meets your job search criteria. This saves you time from having to visit several job boards and looking for job postings. Therefore, you can spend extra time to approach employers directly or in person on LinkedIn. You'll have much better success at job search by approaching employers directly. Let LinkedIn automate the job board searches for you through this feature. You may want to stop or pause this video to set up some saved job searches. It is very important to know the quality of your reputation on the internet, since most employers search information about you as part of the hiring process on the internet. Using the following recommendations to check if your internet reputation is employer friendly. Number 1, check your LinkedIn public profile by doing a search in Google. Make sure you're not logged into your LinkedIn. And from a Google screen, try putting in the search in quotes, what your name in quotes, and the quotes just forces the Google to look for the exact spelling of your name, and then putting in the words Canada and then LinkedIn. This will show you how your profile looks from LinkedIn to anybody who's not logged into an account, typically employers. This will show you what employers can see about you. The other thing is to try looking how your reputation looks in Facebook. Check your Facebook public profile by doing a search in Google, again putting in your name in quotes and then putting in the word Canada Facebook. You'll see a listing of your name, maybe several of your names. Pick the one that is yours, and then take a look at how you look in Facebook to an employer. If you have any concerns that you're not employer friendly, go into Facebook and change your privacy so that only friends, invited friends, can see your Facebook. The next thing is to Google yourself. Check what others may have said about you by doing a search on your name in Google. Try putting your name in quotes. Do this in the news section also in Google and also in the photos to see what shows up. Since content on the internet is consistently changing, you may want to set up these searches in Google Alert. This is a free service from Google. So if you do this, Google will perform these searches above for you on a regular basis and will email you an alert when your name appears on the internet. To do that, go to the Google address below where it says www.google.ca/alerts. So this brings us to the end. Doing job networking through LinkedIn has become probably one of the fastest growing ways of finding hidden jobs before they're advertised. So I hope this has been helpful for you. We would ask that you would please take a minute to fill in our online workshop evaluation located at the Bradford Works blog screen at the beginning of this presentation. So again, thank you, and I hope this has been helpful for you.